So what are those little metal things on my headstock, and how will swapping them out help my guitar stay in tune better? String trees. This week on Learning Curve. Hello, I hope you're doing well. This week we're talking about a simple, inexpensive mod that can make a huge difference for tuning stability on Strat and Tele style headstocks. So basically, on a Les Paul style headstock, the angle of the headstock makes it so that if you ever like drop your guitar or knock it over, it's going to break almost for sure. But this angle also creates enough pull down on the strings that they'll stay in the saddles, in the little slots in the nut. So when you pluck your strings, they don't jump around. Now on a Strat or Tele style neck, the angle is straighter, so you need some kind of an implement in place to keep the strings from jumping out of the slots on the nut. And that gadget, turns out, is called a string tree. Stock string trees tend to look like this. And they do create the downward tension needed to keep the strings in place. The trouble is, the strings, when you bend a string, the string expands, and so it slides across this stationary metal part. That creates friction. So when you do like a huge bend, the string might not return to its original position. As a general rule, if the string tree's the problem, what's happening is when your guitar goes out of tune, it'll tend to be high. Right? It'll tend to be sharp because the string, when you release the bend, doesn't return to its original position. Now, you may want to add graphite to the nut and to the string tree, and that might help. But if that's just not doing it, you might want to go ahead and just swap out your string trees with roller string trees. So with a roller string tree, the part of the string tree that comes into contact with the string is actually on an axle. So when the string expands, the roller rolls with it, and then when it goes back into position, the roller rolls back, so your string can go to its original position, which is in tune. Hence the name roller string tree. Now here's another nice thing. These are generally less than $10, and you can get these wherever you buy guitar stuff for the most part. So, do they work? Yeah, they really do. I've done it on a couple of my guitars and it made a humongous difference. I'm very, very happy with it. I do a lot of bends, and I'm not saying I do a lot of bends well. But I do a lot of bends, and when I release them, because of the roller string trees, my guitar tends to stay in tune. Obviously, you know, I live in North Dakota, so there's weather problems, there's humidity, there's temperature, things like that. But once I get it in tune, it tends to stay in tune. Okay, so let's do the mod. This is a pretty simple mod, so frequently when you do this, the screw that comes with your replacement string tree will be the same size as the screw you're replacing. So that's simple. Take off the old string tree, put on the new string tree. In this case, the screw for my replacement string tree is a little bit bigger than the screw for my original string tree. Now, I'm sure there's a number of ways to figure out how to do this or what size of bit you need to use. What I do is I just have a block of wood. I find a bit that looks right. I run a test run on the block of wood. I put the screw in the block of wood. If it fits tightly and properly, it's also going to work on my headstock. But then the drilling is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Don't be afraid. You can handle it. Then you just screw the string tree in, tune it up, you're good to go. Piece of cake. All right, that's how you change your string trees. My name's Spencer Dobson. This is Learning Curve. If you enjoyed this, please share it, please like it, please subscribe to it. Please tell everyone you've ever met about it. I'm also on Instagram at Learning Curve Guitars. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're playing a lot of guitar. I hope you're taking care of yourself, being nice to the people around you. We'll see you next time. Thanks.